What is up, bass fishing freaks? Luke Reeser here from Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Tackle Tip Tuesday. Today on Tackle Tip Tuesday, I'm going to be talking about a little hack you can do on your crankbaits to help land more fish, and that is changing out your treble hooks. I'm going to be talking about why we change them out, how we change them out, what gear we use, and hopefully it'll help you land more fish and bigger fish. So stay tuned, folks. Tackle Talk starts now. All right, folks, we're gonna jump right into it. So I would say probably 80% of the crankbaits you buy from a store come with crappy treble hooks on them and crappy split rings. Some crankbaits actually come with good hooks. I know 6 Sense is starting to put really good equipment on theirs. There's a few that do. So basically what I'm gonna show you, one of my all-time favorite square bills is a Bomber Square A. See that little guy right there? Awesome little square bill. They're cheap. I think they're like $3 or $4. They have awesome colors. They run so true. You don't literally have to do nothing to them. But the problem is the hardware they put on them is absolute garbage. Those little cheap thin gold hooks there, they'll rust just from being in the water, just from use. So the first thing I do with these is switch out the hardware. And then you got yourself an awesome crankbait. Here's a Bomber Square A that I changed out. So you can see here I got either Owner or SPRO split rings on there. I can't remember what I used. I used both them brands. And then KVD Triple Grip Elites. Mustat KVD Triple Grip Elite treble hooks. And those must be size 6, I believe. That right there is an ultimate square bill crankbait. And still, I only got about $5 in it. And I'm going to tell you how here in a second. Here is a Strike King. I think this is a Banshee series, not a KVD series. Pretty decent little square bill, dang near the same thing as the KVD series. But the problem is it comes with shitty hardware. So you got crappy hooks there, which we're going to have to swap out. Funny little story about this one. So I don't remember the brand of this one, but the color's called Sun Perch, I believe. It might be a Storm. But these are its second pair of hooks, and I've actually only fished this crankbait once. And the funny thing is it had the stock rings on it, stock hooks on it. I was fishing my very first ever fishing tournament back in 2015, and it was on the Mississippi River. And me and my brother-in-law Mike were fishing, and we were fishing around some docks, and there was a wing dam out in front of the docks. And I was fishing this square bill, and all of a sudden, bam, I landed into one, and I thought it was a 4 or 5 pound smallmouth. Ended up being a 26 or 27 inch walleye, and the freaking thing was huge. And the pole I was fishing it on back then was a 6 foot medium action, and it was a 2-piece rod, I think. 6 foot medium moderate, and it was just a wimpy freaking rod. And this big square bill and that fish, man, what a fight that was. And I think I was fishing a Shimano Callisto reel. It was an old $40 Shimano reel that you could buy. Man, that thing would cast a mile, but it just had no power. And it took me forever to get that fish in. And when I finally did, I realized that the walleye had choked that crankbait. And I don't know, just the hooks were so crappy on it. They were all bent out. And I had no clue how I actually landed that fish. But all the hooks were pretty much bent straight out. It was one fish. So that right there told me, hey, you know, I better look into these hooks. These hooks are pretty crappy. That could have cost me a big bass in a tournament. So ever since then, I've been really a big stickler on changing out my treble hooks. So what you need to change out your treble hooks is a little pack like I got right here. just got a little bag right here, and this has got everything I need in it to change out treble hooks. And I keep this right in storage in my boat at all times. So what I got in here, I got a little pack of feathered treble hooks. That way if I'm fishing a popper or something, I got a few of them. And then I got my 2 favorite treble hooks, I guess is what I got in here right now. One being the Fletcher Shryock needlepoint Kale, 2X Kale trebles. I'm telling you guys, these hooks are legit. And I've only been able to get them at Walmart. They're made by Eagle Claw, but they are 100% different. And I've talked to you guys about these hooks before, I'm pretty sure, in the past. They are the real deal right here. They're the Kale style. You get a fish hooked on there and they stay pinned. Even if you're fishing a stiff rod, they'll stay pinned. Love these hooks, and they're only like, you get a 15 pack for like $4. Something like that. So they're pretty cheap. Gotta have yourself a good pair of split ring pliers. You know, there's a few different styles. I really like this style here. They really work for me. Gotta have yourself a good pair of split ring pliers. Then you gotta have some split rings. Now this is a bulk pack of SPRO split rings right here. I will link these on fishusa.com where you can get these. These are really, really good split rings. My 2 favorite split rings are SPRO and Owner. And then I got in here a bag full of trebles. And these are, I ordered a bulk pack a while back, and I have not even come close to running out. I think I ordered 100 or 200 hooks. These are the KVD, the Mustat KVD Triple Grip Elites. In my opinion, probably the best treble on the market. I ordered a bulk pack. It was quite a bit of money, but they've lasted a long time. And I've had these in this bag for, oh God, 2 years. None of them are rusty. You know, they get moved around, banged around. I throw other stuff in there with them. They are a very, very good hook. I would probably order more in 6/0 or in 4, size 4, but I just haven't yet because I've been trying to use up these Fletchers, but I still like the Fletchers just as much. So get yourself a little travel pack, treble hooks, split rings, and split ring pliers, and you'll be able to do everything you need to do to switch out the hooks on a crankbait. And all you got to do is use your split ring pliers. This is pretty self-explanatory, people. And take off the hooks and put new hooks on there. Basically, all you really need, in my opinion, is 2 sizes. You need 4s and 6s. Now, some crankbaits, you might be able to get away with bigger ones like these. These are actually, I think, size 2. These are huge. But I think I only used them because I got them. I think they come in a mystery tackle box or something, and I had a size 2, and I'm like, I didn't know what I'm going to do with them. I didn't know if I'd put them, you know, in my catfishing box or what. But I thought they fit on there pretty good. They're a little big, in my opinion. But I like smaller trebles. When you get up into the bigger, like the deep diving square bills, then you're going to really have to start stocking up size 2s and maybe even 1s. But for everything else, 1.5s, 2.5s, Bandit 200s, Rapalas, DT, you know, 2 up to the 10, 4s and 6s are all you need. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this helped somebody out. It really does matter, guys. Switching out your treble hooks really will help you land more fish. And if you don't switch your trebles out, if you don't want to take that time to do that, keep a file on your boat and keep your treble hook sharp. You got to remember, when you're cranking, you're running over top of sticks and rocks, and you're dulling the points of your hooks up pretty fast. And you want them trebles to be sticky sharp because you want to be able to stick them fish and keep them pinned. So why would you not take a couple seconds to sharpen your hooks or switch them out and put new ones on? All my equipment I will link down below through Fish USA, from my trebles to my split rings to some crankbaits to my pliers to my trays. I'll link some stuff down below. Go check them out, help me out, help the channel out. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that now. Hit the bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. clobber that thumbs up button. Luke Reeser signing off. Always remember, you're never too fat to fish.